So at Pawatech, our key focus is on training, mentorship, and job linkages. Yeah. I think to me, most of the income I have is from online space. As much as there are quite a number of organizations that have been doing this,
yes,
I think it should also be a passion for each and every person that now are in the gig economy to have a desire to help one person, at least one. Each person, if we can help one person, that one person help another person, we can actually solve this unemployment issue we have in our country. So one of the key things that we are doing at Pawatech, we sat down and thought, can we now pre-introduce this young generation to the technology, to the tech world, because the world is moving there.
Yeah.
So right now we are moving them by introducing them to the basic computer in human analogy. Then we move now to coding, the basic for the kids as in line to the CBE structure. Then now we move to robotic bit where the kids learn, but they want to see what they're learning.
Hello guys, welcome back again to Job Tech Voices podcast. This is where we share live experiences and people's journeys around digital work, digital economy, and overall we talk about the future of work. And today it's such an amazing day. We have a new guest. His name is Cliford. He has been a gig worker and a digital worker for so many years. He has been working in different spaces. He has worked on different jobs. And he has also gone into mentoring and helping other young people join his journey. And so I'm quite excited to invite you, Cliford, to our podcast. Very much welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sam, for this great invitation. Yeah, my name is Clifford, as you echoed early. I have been in the online space for the last 14 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I started this journey in 2014. So in 2014, I joined my university.
Yes.
But due to background where I was coming from, things were really tough.
Yeah.
So actually I was introduced by a friend about this online work. And I think during that time, even Upwork was called Odesk by that time. So it was really, really difficult for one to navigate because we didn't have the right channel to follow, the right person that can mentor you in that space. So we tried a lot of things.
Yes.
But I'm happy that through that trial, I managed to navigate through. And I started working in a platform called Upwork, where I got my first gig.
Yeah, I remember back then when Upwork was called Odesk, and you're mentioning about 2014. That's quite a long time, more than 10 years. Yes. You mentioned 12 years, 14 years working in digital work. But then going back into your journey and talking about gig work or online work, what was it like and what drew you into working online?
I think one key thing that actually motivated me to join online work was the background.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really difficult to get an opportunity that can give me an income to survive in school. So I was almost actually deferring. Then a friend of mine introduced me that you can actually do this part-time. So when I tried this under that person, I realized that this is something I can actually do. So that's how I started navigating the gig economy.
And did you have any skills when you are trying out after a referral from your friend? Did you have any prior skills around digital and online work? And how did the journey now, understanding how you need to work and what you need to work on, develop?
No, I was at zero skill because then I just joined the campus.
Yes.
And remember where I was coming from, even getting a computer was a challenge. So it was really difficult to navigate through the computer, through the skill itself. So I actually started with the transcription.
Yes.
I think I was actually introduced to this, that it is an easy skill that someone can just listen to an audio, then you are able to type. And by then we didn't have so many softwares that could help in transcribing any form of audio. So we just doing it manually. So it was really, really difficult. But through that, then I used to now navigate through YouTube just to learn a lot about some quite skills. And then I was actually also Googling quite a number of content I wanted to understand. So it was that way. Then I became who I am today.
Wow. Yeah. And you've mentioned access to computers.
Yes.
And I remember, back then, 2014, computers were not such a big deal, especially in outskirts of Nairobi and other smaller towns. Do you interacted with computers and the online space, especially around the internet, before you joined campus? Because for myself, not yet. I had not interacted with that until I enjoyed campus, because, well, there were a few guys operating cyber cafe just around home. But when I first, had a lot of time with computers and looking at what is going online, it's when I went to campus. Was that the same case for you?
Yeah, sure. I think for me, the first time I saw a computer was in the lab in campus. So it was something foreign to me. In fact, I remember the first day the lecturer was telling us to put it on. It was difficult for me. I didn't know the button. So I think this is also applying to so many people, because even from where I was schooling, high school, it was a decimal school. Near our home, so it was in a remote area, so that was a challenge.
What do you mean a decimal school?
No, I think by then we were calling them decimal because we had high school, we have national. So these mixed schools that was just starting. Our school was just, we were the people who did Form 4, like the second lot. So it was a school that everybody would underrate. So it was something that we really tried to navigate. Even passing exam to university was a sweat, I can tell you. So I think that also prepared me as I move now to the gig economy, that even if things are hard, you can actually do it. So that actually motivated me. I think even the schooling aspect in high school was also a motivational factor.
Quite an interesting journey. And what particularly drew you towards online work? Because you've met a friend and he wants to introduce you to online work. Is there anything in particular? Because for my case, in 2014, 2015, and our neighbor back in the village he was always on his computer. And I was so curious, because this guy all the time is in his computer. It seemed like he has some money. So I was interested. I was interested in knowing what he was working on. And that's where my curiosity began. So what about you?
Yeah, I think for me, it was a bit different because I was almost dropping out. So that I was between, deferring or continuing. Then I tried to do Mjengo when I was in university. That was so difficult for me because I don't know. I tried that, but it was not working. Then now I only had options of this is the only way, when a friend introduced to me. So that actually motivates me a lot. And also my friend was also an orphan, and I saw he was actually navigating through this space confidently, and he was earning well. He was living in a bedsitter. That motivates me because I was living in a Mabati house. So I think when I actually started the journey, he told me that, Clifford, this is all about determination, hard work, and as much as you can earn small amount of money, set a bigger target, be determined on what you want to achieve. So the way I used to do this, in university, when people are going to library, some are just watching YouTube. I think during 2014, things were quite different because even access to phone for some young people was a bit a challenge by then. So we find that people are going to library just to browse YouTube. For me, I took an advantage of that. And I was actually now digging deep into now the online space by doing more research. And then my first earning was also a motivation. I earned 60 shillings. The first earning.
Wow. So before we come into your first earning, so someone introduces you to the idea of online work, and you mentioned you started transcription. Did they train you to get into transcription even before you go into YouTube? And how was that journey? And the reason why I'm curious to know about this is because for many young people, when you're getting into digital work, they come in and realize you need skills before you can start earning. And the journey to earn, to get the skills can be different. Sometimes there are online courses. Nowadays, there are institutions that are training. Back then, for my kids, it was more of you learn on the journey, on the job. There's a lot of apprenticeship where you just see what they are doing and follow, and hopefully you get it right. So what was your journey like?
Yeah, I think I can't call it learning because this is something I just have, I was just doing it I don't know where I learned this skill because
Yeah.
the aspect of online work was not that familiar during that time. So
Yes.
when he introduced me to this field, he gave me the first job, just informed me this is how you listen to the audio, this is how you type it, this is how you do the timestamp, this is how you go through all this aspect. And then now I was actually doing the job, submitting to him, he review, submit to the client. I did that quite long. And then now they kind of pay. You know, when somebody gets commission, you feel frustrated. So I started to go deep and understand how can I do it perfectly so that when we submit it directly to the client, they can actually pay us. So that actually how I learn.
Okay.
And that motivates me to now research more and more and more. Yeah.
And-
And I think by doing more jobs,
Yes.
then you also learn on the job.
Yeah.
So that's how I became perfect in the transcription field.
Wow,
Yes.
nice. That's good to hear. And now let's get to the juicy part about your first job and your first income.
Wow. That was really amazing. 60
Because
bob.
I'm sure you must remember this.
60 bob. You know, there was a platform by then called QA World. So
QA
it was
World.
for transcription. I think it was a platform, not local, but it was an international platform.
Yes.
So doing one job was like 5 shillings. So I managed to do around 12 jobs, and then they paid me 60 shillings. But you know, you can't withdraw 60. But just seeing that 60 in the dashboard was really a motivational factor.
Is this $60 or 60 Kenyan shillings?
No, 60 Kenyan shillings.
I know it's quite interesting because my very first job was paying $10.
Yes.
For me, I started with content writing. So
Yes.
I wrote some articles. Actually, the first ones, the client didn't pay me because they thought it was poor work. So I
Yeah.
had to, forgo that. But then the second one, I got $10. Although I started by working under someone, whoever showed me, we started working together. But along the way, I gave up. I realized maybe it's too difficult.
Yeah.
Then a few months later, I got broke so much in campus. I had to go back and look for him and tell him, okay, now I'm ready.
Yeah, I
and
can
I'm
do
willing
it.
to dedicate myself. And
Yeah.
then I started my journey. So I get what you're talking about, 60 shillings. And
Yes.
that's a light that shows there is possibilities. There
Yeah,
is
sure.
hope to keep on earning.
Yeah.
So Clifford has started transcription. He has earned his first coins, which is 60 bob. Then how do you progress from there? Did you feel you needed to do more tasks to earn more? But how is the journey now from there?
Yeah, sure. I think my first earning was like a fire. It was a fire that was ignited.
Yes.
Because then we moved to now the second bit was now as me trying now, can I get 1,000 shillings? To me, I was a bit different with young people.
Yes.
The young people that, because sometimes some people, when they earn 60 shillings, they feel, this is quite small. I can't go with this. Rather, I go to Mjengo. But for me, I actually understand if I can do 12 jobs and I get 60 bob, then what if I do 1,000 jobs? So that's how the target I was giving myself on a daily basis. And then now, after moving to 60, I moved to $10, $20. Then I had a target now weekly. I sat down, I indicated my goals. What do I want? My rent by then was only 2,000. I was staying in a Mabati house. So it was just 2,000 Kenya shillings. So I actually set a target. I want to move to this Mabati house so that I pay 4,000 Kenya shillings for my first rent in a bed sitter.
Wow.
Because, it was also so embarrassing, Sam. Let me tell you, in campus, you see, it is a stage where we are at our youth, the peak of the youth, people mingle. And then when your friends comes to where you stay, you are in a Mabati house, you are sleeping on the floor directly. You don't have a bed. It was quite bad, I can tell you. So that actually motivated me. So per week, I was having a target of 4,000 Kenya shillings. That was something I was targeting. So immediately the class end, I was running to the lab, doing my job. So I think I moved like that. The first 2 months, I was able to pay my rent. I was able to sort the bills for food. So then I realized, this thing is possible. But the tech platform is not paying me much.
Yeah.
So I need now to move to bid. Can I try a platform like Upwork. So I was actually Googling, like, what other online platform someone can work on that are legit. So that's how I used to search.
Yes.
Then I found Odesk. So I tried Odesk for some time. I bidded several times,
Yeah.
like 8 times. But I created like 4 accounts. I didn't even know that you only need 1 account to be okay. So I really tried
Why
a lot.
did you create 4 accounts?
You create this one, you create one for transcription, you create one for digital marketing, you create one for VA. Any skill you Google online, you want to create account for that separate skills, because I did not understand it deeply. So I think when I tried to bid several times, I got my first job also in Upwork.
Just before even we continue with Upwork, you mentioned that you had to do multiple jobs, transcription tasks for you to make money and hit your target.
Yes.
How did this look like? How many tasks did you need to complete, and how long were they? For example, if you needed to make $1,000 bob or $10.
Yes. Yeah, for the QA, I think for just like around 1 minute job was paying 5 shillings, but it can take you seconds to do that. So you only have to master the rules, the guideline. So first I spent quite a number of hours to understand the guideline within the platform so that they cannot kick me out. So then I target myself that if then one job can pay me 5 shillings, then how many jobs do I need to complete to get 1,000 bob? Yes, but sometimes it was so difficult to get 1,000 bob. That's why I had a target of 4,000 a week. They were quite challenging sometimes. Yeah, because due to accent as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because these are international job. But you remember, I'm coming from a very remote place. English was something that we just met in school. So it was quite a challenge for me sometime. And I had to learn a lot. I had to read more storybooks just to understand quite a number of things. So it actually limit my ability to earn. Due to that accent when I started. So that's why we had a target of around 4,000 per week. Yes. Then a month, I used to get now 16,000, 15, 14, constantly. That's now when I was able also to now pay my rent. I moved from my Mabati house. I used to now survive well.
That's progress.
For
a comrade.
For a comrade to live in a bedsitter.
Yeah.
It was a nice start without even a parent supporting you. So I think that's something that also motivated me. Yeah.
Okay, great to hear. And you've mentioned something about moving from tech platforms into bid platforms.
Yes.
Maybe before we go there, could you talk about what are tech platforms and how do they differ with bid platform?
Yeah, sure. So I think by then I did not understand like this is tech, this is bid.
Oh, okay.
But the tech platforms, these are now platforms that they have pre-designed that the platform itself receive the job from the client, and then they reorganize the work in a way that you do it and they pay you directly. It is the platform that you interact with.
Yes.
You don't interact with the client. But then now we have the bid one that will give us opportunity to interact with the client, and you can have that ability to negotiate how much you want to be paid for that job. Yes. So these are platforms that they're just creating a site, a website that now link the two, the freelance and the client. For them, they only take commission when you win a job opportunity. Okay. So that's now like Upwork, Guru, Fiverr. So they just a platform that now try to give us a space for you to negotiate with the client.
I see. So now you're moving from tech to bid platforms. And the first one you've mentioned, it's Odesk. Now it's called Upwork.
Yes.
And you've mentioned you applied for jobs up to 8 times bidding without getting any success. So
any response.
Yes. When does your breakthrough come in, and what type of jobs were you now looking for?
Yeah. So when I was actually moving to Upwork, actually I was still doing the tech because tech was giving me quick income, though it was not that much.
Yes.
But now you see, I had big plans. I convinced myself that if I can get 15K, I can get 20K, I can get 14K sometimes, even 10.
Yes.
Then what if I can now upgrade? Then I can earn more. That convincing bit actually moved me now to a bid platform. So for Upwork, I think I bidded for like 8 times.
Yes.
It was really without response. So I did not know even when the client view, they did not view, even the platform, the Upwork platform was not advanced like it is today.
Yeah.
Because sometimes Even now it is integrated with AI. It's a lot of things. Before we were bidding manually. You just read the description of the job, you write it like that. You don't have anything that can upgrade your bid for the client. So there's a day that I bidded a job of, I think it was a VA job, just to help in managing some website for a client.
Yes.
That's when I got my first gig. It was paying like around $26.
But did you have skills to deliver work from in VA? Or this was something you were learning along the way?
No, for the VA, it was not that complicated when we started because it was as a client that had a website, but had a main part that wants somebody just to update the content. They go to the field, but they don't have time. So they give you the logins, you will be able to update. You try to write good English. You blog for them. Yeah, you just write a content for them based on what the activity. You post the photos that they add in their website. You update their website continuously. That's how I started. And then I built interest deeply now in VA. When I bidded the job, I was not aware that it was a VA job because, even Upwork by then was not structured on skill base. You could just bid randomly. Yes. So when I actually got this, even the clients were not advanced like today. I think things were actually growing. And I did my first job. It was really amazing. I was paid. That was really nice. It was $26 in Upwork.
Wow. But I guess now by this time you've moved, you have the transcription account. Now you're on Upwork, $26. Then how now does this progress? Are you still studying? Is it still in campus or you finished or you're still in campus?
No, 2014 up to date, I actually graduated. I'm doing my master's today.
Wonderful.
I'm yet to graduate. Some few months to come. So I think it has been a journey.
Yes.
Because I actually moved now. In Upwork, I build myself. I build a brand.
Yes.
Cliford is now a brand.
Okay.
And then apart from just doing a VA job, I actually carry now the transcription skill I had now to Upwork. I focus on now one account.
Yeah.
Because I realized that multiple accounts does not have any importance. They actually close them when they realize you are not moving with their guidelines. You are not, that's against their policies. So I'm moving with one account. I have actually won quite a number of projects in Upwork. And remember in campus, I was doing computer science.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So as I was moving with my course, any skill gained, I was transferring in the online space, like developing websites. So that's how I moved my accounts to now tech.
Yes.
So it was doing website development. I create another one, a specialized account for transcription and for VA. So my account has 3 skills that I can do. Okay. So for the transcription, because it is something I started with, today I'm a perfect guy. I've been doing quality control for so many organizations that are doing documentaries, by the way. There's even one we were working with along Gong Road that was doing translation for the BBC. And we are the ones who did that job. I was the quality controller. Yeah. So for now, I've been an expert in transcription field, and now we are integrating it with the AI due to emergence of the AI. And in the web development, I've developed quite a number of softwares, systems, websites for different organizations. We've even developed the one called African Research and Development for e-learning. Okay. Yeah, so that is something I managed to achieve immediately I graduated. I've also developed quite a number. And I'm glad that quite a number of clients prefer the tech because sometimes we get more job in development compared to transcription because of the emergence of AI is trying to take away some gigs. Okay. Yeah.
All right. And talking about now your journey now into other things, including tech and development and other projects, what are the biggest challenges you faced during those early days, especially in campus when you're starting online work and gig work? What could you say were the biggest challenges?
Yeah, I think even before I share the challenges, I can echo that my earning has been really great. I'm one guy who graduated when my account I touched my first million when I was in university.
Really?
So, yes. Wow. So I think That
Is this
really
still from online and digital work?
purely online.
Okay.
Purely online.
Yeah.
I think to me, most of the income I have is from online space. So I've really achieved a lot.
Yes.
I'm also top rated in Upwork in these platforms. And I've also built an agency in the Upwork space and in the online space as well. So one of the key challenges I encountered when I was starting was lack of knowledge, lack of know-how. Sometimes I was doing some mistakes that I later realized that this was a very simple thing and I'm losing client just because of time management only. That was because you see, I realized the way the online space work, it is totally different with other physical jobs that you can negotiate with the employer. For the online space, your word is your bond.
Yes.
So that was the biggest challenge I was encountering, lack of know-how. I realized that if you don't know how to navigate, it is a big challenge. Number two is getting gigs. It took me time. I can assure you that most young people may not have that patience. It took me time to land on my first gig. Sometimes I was bidding, you don't get, bidding, you don't get. When you get $26. The first gig.
Yes.
And imagine $26 after 2 months. That's like 3,000. Somebody will feel that, this doesn't worth doing. So because many people have this mindset that online work is a get rich quick.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a scheme of becoming rich, which is not true. It is a journey. Sometimes getting even the first gig is not an easy thing when you don't have the right knowledge, the right skill. That was a big challenge that I encountered. And another thing is the tooling.
Okay.
The tooling was a big challenge. And let me tell you that most people that are failing, they're not failing because they want to fail. They are failing because the environment that they are does not allow them to thrive. Because for me, suppose I was not in campus, where would I get the computer? In our place, there was no cyber around.
Yeah.
In a remote place, there was no cyber. I've never seen cyber by then. In fact, today, there's one cyber across the region. So one key thing that I realize is that lack of tools to enable someone thrive is a challenge. So in the online space, without that tooling, there's a problem. Because you will never deliver the work to the client as required. There are some jobs that you can't do them with the phone.
Yes.
You need a laptop to do them. So that was a big challenge I encountered when I was starting.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. Another thing was also time. Timeline differ when you're working with international clients.
Yes.
You realize in Kenya, it's daytime.
Yeah.
But then the other side, it is night. So that balancing time, it is a challenge. I lost a client because of that. Yeah. I was thinking that I will meet the client in the morning. Yet the client wanted us to meet at around 2 a.m. Okay. So that actually messed everything. And the client actually opted to work with another person due to their timeline of the job. So I think that was a challenge that I encountered. And another one was the skill. Remember, I echo the skill. I really struggled. And I think if today somebody may not have the right skill due to now the level of competition we have, it is different with our time. Because our time, there were no know-how in the online space. People were few.
Yes.
But today, everybody's there. So I can imagine if you don't have the right skill today, how will you survive? Because that is a big challenge. I can share some. Yes.
Yeah, you've mentioned quite a number of things because you've mentioned challenges like tools, people do not have computers, access to internet or electricity. You've mentioned time management and understanding your client. If you're dealing with people in other time zones, then you need to know how to manage your time and make sure you deliver the work. You've mentioned about the skills that people need to have. And how have you managed to address these issues within campus and even post campus education?
Yeah. I think personally, when I started earning, one of the key things was to get myself a laptop.
Yes.
Yes, that was the key goal I set for myself, get myself a laptop. Then the second goal I set to myself is to pay myself, because I'm the one working. So I used to set aside that I want to pay myself this amount of money and also save.
Yeah.
Those are some of the key things I focus on. And so long as you can now have the income, you are able to sort the challenges we are talking about. Because I was able to pay the electricity. I was able to buy data to enable me join online space. I have the laptop. So everything was sorted.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. And now maybe we can also talk about your journey now into 5 years, 6 years, 7 years later, because I'm trying to look at what has kept you going in the online space, in the online jobs and digital work, gig work ecosystem, considering many changes that have been coming up. For example, when you're starting off, you said transcription, there's a lot of now automation currently going on.
Yes.
How has Cliford managed to stay afloat and thrive in that industry with all these changes?
Yeah, wow. Thank you, Sam. So one of the key things is the continue learning. That is one thing that I keep on doing.
Continue learning.
And continue doing the online space. As much as I've been in the industry for the last almost like 12 years to 13, one thing is that I also do the online work. Not that now I employ people to work on my behalf until I lose track of what is going on in the gig industry.
Yes.
Sometimes I spend time to do the work myself. That keep me learn a lot on how things change. And then number two is that I also learn on the new trends in the gig economy. I'm one person that every week I have to discover what is it that is new that I need to navigate, and even what is it that is missing that I need to solve. Because if you can't solve a problem, then you will never have income, because people have problems.
Yes.
They need problem solvers. So I'm really thinking of what are the challenges that clients face that they need my service. So some of the things like that. That's why I've even developed some systems that help the client to solve their problems. And that's create job now. Sometimes we don't wait for the client to have the problem. You create a problem.
Yes.
You create a solution that you feel some need this.
Yeah.
Yes. I feel like some need this.
Yes.
Some need an app that can help him manage his time.
Yes.
He's a busy person. So you create that app and then you propose to some, then they buy. You create solution. So that is something that I've been doing for the last years I've been in this industry. Yes. And another thing is also working with other young people like me.
Okay.
I always believe that you don't do it alone. So I bring other young people on board. By the process of bringing them, we enhance the creativity.
Are you saying online work, you can't, it's not something you do in-house, you never go out and you just do your thing inside your house all day? Are you saying there is need to interact with other people in that space?
Yes. You may not grow far. You can do it alone, you will, but you may not grow far. Sometimes you don't need even to meet other people physically, but you need to bring other people so that they are able to help you grow. They are able to help you handle tasks. Sometimes if you are doing things on your own, you may remain the way you are forever. But if you have a new person coming on board, they come with a unique idea. So that new idea will also enlighten you. So you will know what to do next. So that has really helped me to maintain who I am in the online space, because we work with so many young people. Through the agency that I've built, we work with so many young people that come on board. Each person is unique on their own way. So that uniqueness they bring in a pool. So when we submit our job, it is so unique to the client that the client will admire to give us the job next time.
Wow, that's quite powerful. You're talking about continued learning. No matter what's happening in your ecosystem, you need to solve problems that your clients have. You don't have to wait for them to look for you. You also need to join a community. Do not do it alone. Interact with other people and keep learning. And well, this is quite a journey that you've talked about, Cliford. And for someone who wants to join a community, for example, someone is out there, they are trying to get into online work. And when you talk about online work, we're talking about digital work, gig work. Online space has so many jobs. You've talked about transcription, content creation, social media, digital marketing, web development. Did you diversify into other areas beyond transcription and VA? What else are you doing currently?
Yeah, so one thing I can say is that you also need to specialize.
Okay.
Sometimes you cannot be all over.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So one thing I can encourage even the viewers
Yes.
is that you need to learn. As you start, you might actually gamble several things, but then you look at what works for you.
Yes.
Not everything. Even in life right now, Sam, that those that when they move to another field, when they start selling different things, that they fail.
Yes.
Have you ever started a business that you start it and then you fail within 2 months? Another person started, thrive forever. So you need to see what works for you. So when you start, you can gamble with a lot of skill. Then now you specialize on one thing.
Yeah.
Yes. And as you specialize, just understand what do the market need.
Yes.
Don't just specialize on something that is being taken away by time. So I really encourage. For me, I've been specializing on what is moving. Right now, I'm specializing on AI.
Wow.
Yes. And that's what I'm also doing even at my master level. I'm focusing on aligning myself in that direction.
Cliford.
Yes. Because that is where that's where everything is moving towards. Yeah. Sometimes if you don't move in the right direction, then you might realize that your effort is useless. So you have to ensure that you channel your effort in the right direction. That is what I can encourage our viewers. Yes, you don't need to do everything across. No.
Okay.
Just
you need to find a path and specialize
that works
and be
for you.
Very good at that.
Yes. What works for Clifford may not work for you.
Yes.
Yes. What works for me was transcription when I was starting. Today, you cannot measure on transcription. It may not work for you. It has been taken by some events. Today, I've moved to another field.
Yes.
And I also want to encourage even the listeners that they need also to try to see and be flexible to move to areas that opportunity are. Today, what might be trending today might not be trending tomorrow. Yeah. So tomorrow might be a new day. So we have to move and cope up with it tomorrow. Yes.
So there's something you've mentioned that now you're also getting into the AI space.
Yes.
So, and there's a controversial issue that has been going on. Is AI taking away online jobs, or is it changing them or creating them? What do you feel about that?
Yeah, there are some jobs that we will lose as AI continue to expand.
Okay.
There's quite a number of jobs that we are going to lose, but there are new jobs AI is creating as well. So one key lesson, like for example, data entry. Those are some jobs that AI is trying to take them away. Nowadays, they're not there. You will never find a client posting that I have some data entry, can you do it for me?
Yes.
Because people are even moving from the paperwork. People are moving to now, they're digitalizing those things as well. So I really feel even data collection, there's some gigs, even now, even data management field.
Yes.
There's some software that analyzes all the data and even do a report, the entire report. Things are really changing. So what I can really, really encourage that AI is not taking away the jobs, but AI is just trying to realign the jobs. So you need to realign yourself. If you want to focus on, for example, data management, can you now focus on how to use or integrate AI? Because AI may not do all these things. They need somebody who can help them, pull prompt on how they can analyze this data. So you need to understand them. How can AI help in this field?
Yes.
Because there will be a need of that person that can work closely with AI to make things run. Yes.
I see.
So I think aligning yourself, very key. You remain where you are, you will lose job as time goes.
And for someone who is new to digital online work and they want to join this industry, what would you tell them? How do they go about that?
Yeah, sure. It's the best space ever. And that's one thing I encourage young Kenyans to join the online space, regardless of what course you have done. Maybe you just completed Form 4. Regardless of your background, anything you do, online work is the way to go.
Yes.
Yes. Because the world is really changing. The world is really changing. You only need to equip yourself as a young person, ensure that you have the right skill. Number 2, you need to have someone who can mentor you in this space.
Yes.
Because there's also a lot of scammers that are moving in the online space with a lot of things that are not making sense. You can make 1 million in a day. In case I was making 1 million a day, I will not be here, Sam. Getting me will be so difficult. Because in a month, I will be having 30 million.
Yeah.
You see that. So there are a lot of scammers also moving with the rumors outside there that you need to pay this. And that is really challenging those newbies that want to join the space. And even that scare them if someone is conned. And I really want to tell each and every person listening to me that online work, you don't have to pay any money. You only need to have the right skill.
Yes.
You need to have the tools that you require, like the laptop or your smartphone. You need to have internet, access to internet. And that's just enough. If you have the skill and you have the tools, you can make money in the gig economy.
What about finding jobs? Because I know that's also an
the
issue.
fake jobs, that's now you need a mentor.
Okay.
Someone who can help you differentiate the good and the bad. That's what we encourage. And that's now what we have been doing. Me as Cliford, I've been working with so many young people. I've introduced so many young people in the online space. Yes.
So,
and they're working under me. There are some that are now working independently. Yes.
So you need a laptop, you need skills, you need internet, but more importantly, you need a mentor to help you find jobs.
You need a mentor. You need someone who can show you the way.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to move alone.
And you've mentioned you've worked with young people, and this is an interesting conversation to have around mentoring and working with young people. You've mentioned you've worked with the young people, helped them grow and get work in that space. Some of them have stood on their own, others you're still working with them. How many young people have you worked with, and for how long? Because we're talking about 13 years. When did you start now mentoring people and working with them?
I started when I was in campus.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yes. I started supporting my peers when I was in campus because my life changed.
Yes.
So quite a number of people were like, how can I be like you? You know? So that passion, I have passion in supporting others as well. So that really helped me a lot. I've really supported more than around 8,000 young people.
Wow.
Yes. And that one I've been not doing it alone. I've worked with Pawatech. I've been working as a managing director.
Yes.
And I found out Pawatech as well. So Pawatech, we focus more on training, mentorship, and job linkages. That's now the aspect of the mentorship you are talking about.
Yes.
Is coming in there.
Wow.
Yes. But when I started, I was actually working with Ajira Digital,
yes,
which is a government program
Yeah.
to empower young people. The mission by then was to help empower 1 million young people. I was glad that mission was achieved. And so many young people are right now working in the gig economy.
That was achieved?
Yes, that was achieved. We really supported so many young people. Ajira is continuing up to date.
Yes.
Yes. And so many young people have been working and earning real income in the online space. And now I moved to Pawatech now to build a big brand as an agency in job linkages alone.
Yes.
Then now we've been working with so many other like-minded organizations that have been, we are supporting to ensure these young people are able to earn a decent income in the gig economy.
Amazing. Because many people talk about digital work being people keep that space they don't want to share with others. But what you're saying is that there are mentors, there are people like you who are very passionate about supporting others. And I know there's a lot of conversation where they talk about online guys, they keep that that space they don't want to share with you. Wow.
Yeah, you just see them with the big cast. They don't want to share.
Ni God mazi.
When you ask them, ni God. Sometimes young people, I think sana the newbies that are thinking to join this space.
Yes.
There's a day I met quite a number of young people when we were interacting. They were telling me that, I'm interested, but how will I start?
Yes.
The word how. I think that is where we need to solve. As much as there are quite a number of organizations that have been doing this.
Yes.
I think it should also be a passion for each and every person that now are in the gig economy to have desire to help one person, at least one. Each person, if we can help one person, that one person help another person, we can actually solve this unemployment issue we have in our country. Brilliant. And this will towards the goal that the government is aiming to reduce the unemployment rate.
Yes.
Because then that's a challenge.
Okay.
Yes. When people depend on the physical job, we are only limited within our country. But what if now we can tap these international markets and get this opportunity as well? Yes.
Wow, amazing. This is what we were looking for at JobTech Voices, to share real life experiences and real stories, bold voices that you can hear about Cliford. And maybe we can talk about Pawatech Solutions?
Yeah, sure. I think Pawatech now is just an organization that is registered in Kenya. Our main aim is just to also try to solve the problem that we have. One of the key problems we have in our country is the unemployment among young people.
Yes.
And that has been one of the key things I've been driving even before Pawatech was established. So when Pawatech started around 2019, we just came up young people that had the same passion of supporting another young person to be like us.
Yes.
So we actually decided that now for us to do this well, we need to register this so that we are able to offer legit trainings, mentorship, and job linkages. So at Pawatech, our key focus is on training, mentorship, and job linkages. Our training is to ensure that young people like us have the right skill that can allow them work online. 2 is mentorship. This is where now we focus on supporting them to understand the skill, to apply the skill in real time. Because one of the key challenges we've noted, Sam, is that most young people, they have the skill, but they cannot apply them. Because when you talk to employers outside there, they will tell you that there are jobs. But again, when you talk to the youth, they will tell you that we have the skill, but there's no job. Then where is the gap?
Yes.
The gap is the young people have the skill, but they can't do the real job. So the employers, the market aggregators, they're really complaining that, to us, we have the opportunity, but no, I can't get the right person to do it. When you ask somebody, what do you know? They know social media. Then what do you know in social media? They only have TikTok account. That is what somebody have. You can't offer that alone. You need now to go deep. And that's what we do at Pawatech.
Yes.
Real-time mentorship on real jobs.
Wow.
Yes. And we give them mock jobs. And sometimes, because Pawatech is a big agency, we ensure that we saw some good job that they learn on the job. That is on mentorship. Then the last bit that is more interesting is now the job linkages bit. This is where now we ensure that each and every person that comes through us must get job opportunity. We must link them to job. Not just a job, but a decent job that can allow them earn a decent income that we are advocating for.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. And how did Pawatech come to be? Because you've talked about coming together as young people who are passionate about mentorship, but how was this journey in coming up with Pawatech? How many people did you start with? What was your first project like and the first people you mentored?
Yeah, so the idea, we established around 2019, but the idea was there in around 2017.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we actually started supporting young people. We were mobilizing.
Yes.
During long holidays, we used to mobilize. We were around 6 young people. So we were mobilizing our other young people. We were training them. When they start earning, they were paying us something small to also support this initiative.
Yes.
So we ensure that we train you, you start earning, and then now you give back something small.
Yes.
And then anyone we train, we were bringing them to our pool. So we were not training, mentor, then we leave you. Those who we felt they were highly interested also in supporting another person, we were bringing them on a pool. Then around 2019, we also got other, young people around 6 again. So we were around 12. So we decided we can make this dream reality.
Okay.
Yes. So that's how Pawatech was registered.
And what are some of the areas that you mentor on? Some of the digital jobs or professions that you are mentoring young people on?
Yeah, sure. Even before that, I just want to echo that. Again, Pawatech, because we are a tech company, we also support in coding and robotics for kids.
Wow.
We now, because sometimes one of the key challenges I experienced when I started online work, I was not exposed to technology.
Yes.
I did not know what computer is. So moving across, you will find a child in Turkana. I've never seen even a computer, maybe. A child maybe at the far end of the country. They may not be exposed like a child in Nairobi.
Yes.
So one of the key things that we are doing at Pawatech, we sat down and thought, can we now pre-introduce this young generation to the technology, to the tech world? Because the world is moving there.
Yeah.
So right now we are moving them by introducing them to the basic computer and human analogy. Then we move now to coding, the basic for the kids as in line to the CBE structure. Then now we move to robotic bit where the kids learn, but they want to see what they're learning. So they can now enhance their creativity, the innovation aspect. So those are some of the key things that we are doing.
Wow.
Yes.
I want to stick on the robotics part. How are you managing now to do this? Have you developed a curriculum? Do you have, a team of trainers? Are you partnering with organizations? How are you able to pull this? Because, it's something I've not seen also in a lot of schools in Nairobi. It's very new and
Yes.
sounds also very complex to be doing it in Turkana or rather remote part of the country.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure. I think one thing is that we sat down and develop a curriculum.
Yes.
A curriculum that is suitable for the kids that we are targeting. Our main target is kids between 6 to around 13 years. And why are we targeting such kind of a group? We are targeting somebody in that space because their mind is still fresh.
Yes.
When we ignite their mind, they're like fire. They will never stop. So when we ignite them and they realize that this laptop, this computer is not only being used for maybe watching YouTube for cartoon and other things, but it can solve the problem we have within our community, then that is a fire that will never stop. They will now enhance their creativity, their mindset will be totally different.
Yes.
And that's how we're building them. Even the academics now change because they are very exposed. So that's the target people. But if you take somebody like you, your focus right now is maybe how do you make money to sustain your family, things like that. The mind change. Anything you do, there's the aspect of how do I fulfill myself. But for the kids, they're doing it purely. They don't need money, but they're doing it for creativity. So they can build solutions that maybe even us, we have never thought about. So those are some of the key things that we are looking at. So we actually build a very nice curriculum that support the young kids. And then now we also look at what are other developed countries are doing, like Wales boat. They develop this robotic kits for kids across. They have the guidelines. We actually had, because we are importing with them as well, those kits.
Yeah.
So that when we import with them, we ensure that we get the guidelines, we train the kids in line to that, so that our kids can be the same as the kids in China as well.
Wow.
Because in China, you find a small kid can come up with a unique idea.
Yes.
And then they're being supported in that idea. Yeah. So that is what we are bringing home to build also our country. By this young generation, they are our future. So we need to introduce these skills to them early so that they understand. So that when they reach the youth, even the online work will never be a challenge. We will never require any training anymore because they will be there already. Yes.
Wow. How many have you trained so far?
780 kids.
Across the country?
Across the country, yes.
What are some of the locations that you are in currently?
Mombasa, Marsabit, Moyale, Baringo, Samburu, Laikipia, Isiolo, Kisumu, Nairobi here, yes, Kajiado. So we've been able to train across.
And how long are your training programs?
For the kids, it takes like around 2 months to 3 months. Yes. And the beauty is that we go to the location, we encourage. By there, I'm really happy because you realize that most of the schools right now, they have the computer club in a hub within. Yes. So that really helped because now the kids have the computers are there. So as we go, we support the kids. We train them on, I've realized, and I don't know, Sam, if you've experienced this before, most of the young kids, when you give them your phone right now, they will go to YouTube instant and they will start watching cartoons. But can we also build a generation that will never use social media in a bad way? Will view Facebook as a source of income, not at a place of just posting photos and any other thing. And that is the mind we are creating when young people are young, that it is not all about watching this. It is all about you and solving the problem that the community have.
Okay.
Yes.
And then what are the next steps, after the training they go through? What's the end goal? What do they do?
So the end goal, we actually do a projects with them.
Yes.
They come up with new ideas. The other time we build the ones in Marsabit. They came up with robotic cars, a car that can detect obstacle. In fact, one of the challenges that the kids were telling us, because before they develop a project,
Yes.
after we have trained them on the technology aspect, then now we ask them, what problem do you see within your community that we can use technology to solve? One of the key problem that the kids echoed was the accident issue. Yes. One of the key things that they echoed was the accident issue, where cars get head-on collision.
Yes.
Where drivers, sometimes you fall asleep and you end up hitting another car, maybe from behind, or losing your lane.
Yes.
So they're building a car that can maintain a lane. They're building a car that can, when another car is coming, both of them have the sensors. They can stop without doing head-on collision or any other obstacle on the road. But being that has already been developed and it is a work on progress, the kids actually sat and said, we have black spots in our country. And what if now we code them, those coordinates, and we put them in a software so that when a driver is driving to Mombasa and he has never been even to that road, then the car can automatically tell you that you are approaching a black spot and the speed will reduce to 20 kilometers per hour. So even if you accelerate, it will not go. When you are leaving a black spot area, it will tell you now you are leaving a black spot, you can drive normally. Wow. And they develop a car like that, Sam. They develop a car like that. Wow. We were really glad because His Excellency, the governor, was with us. Yeah, he came to actually view this during that exhibition. It was really amazing. And the deputy governor was also there as well. Yeah, we witnessed
quite amazing
the creativity we're talking about.
Yes.
And the end goal of this, when kids develop something like that,
their
mindset is ignite. Even in the academic works, they're not the same. They will never be the same. They're now exposed. They have the creative thinking is totally different with other kids. And that really helped them to do what? To even motivate them in what they're doing in school. Set the right goals, the targets, and that really helped. As Pawatech, we don't leave them. We put them in a robotic club for additional of 6 months.
Yeah.
Where we keep on checking them. We invite them for different exhibitions so they develop different projects across. Yes.
Wow, this is brilliant. This is quite amazing. I'm quite excited to hear that.
Yeah.
What else is Pawatech doing? Because I can hear that there's a lot of projects, there's a lot of things Pawatech is working on.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Pawatech, we are doing a lot, apart from the digital freelancing, where we support youth to get job opportunity.
Yes.
That we have been able to do around 8,000. I told you.
Yeah.
8,000 young people that are currently working and earning in the online space. One thing that we tell the young people is that after getting the skill, online work is like self-employment.
Yes.
You don't go to work in the morning, you don't earn. So we really encourage them. So the way we do that is that we onboard them to our communities. Before we did not have that channel years back. But now we have a community where we bring everyone that has been trained with us so that we gather together to share ideas, knowledge, and everything together.
Yes.
Yes. Some we have them in a WhatsApp group, so we keep on updating them on the new trends just to encourage them for a period of like 1 year. So when we leave you after 1 year, we are confident that you can do it yourself. Okay. So that is for the freelancing bit.
Yeah.
And our key focus in freelancing is the job linkages and mentorship.
Yes.
By the way, our strength is not on the training bit. Our strength is the mentorship. Do you mentor somebody to know how to do it in a real life? Is this person able now to utilize the skill and earn an income, not the certificate? People have papers. People have degrees. They are working with them.
Yes.
Some have kept them under the pillow. But the big challenge we have is the job. So that is our strength as Pawatech. We focus on ensuring that they are linked to job opportunities. Yes.
Okay. Great. Brilliant.
And the way we do this, Pawatech, we don't do it alone.
Yeah.
Every court we trained, we ensure that we have peer mentors we are picking to build a team. Right now, we are a team of 102 mentors.
Wow. All these are people that are working with Pawatech to mentor other
and others. Yeah. And they're alumni of our programs.
Okay.
Yes. So to us, we have people that believe on us because they are a testimony.
Okay.
Yes. Not that we are just hiring from outside to help mentor. No, there are people that were also from the program. Yeah, they were having interest to support another person.
Yes.
So that's what we do.
Great. This is so powerful to hear, Cliford, because it solves, it addresses some of the things that a lot of people in digital work are looking at in terms of mentorship, someone to handhold them. So does that mean someone interested in mentorship around digital work can approach Pawatech for that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Anyone who feel they need a support in the gig economy, feel free to reach us through our website.
Yeah.
Yes, that is www.pawatech.co.ke. Yes. And the way Pawatech is written, it was PAWA then tech, not power in English. Yeah.
So
I
power
think that's
in
something
Swahili.
that is in Swahili. Pawatech
Solutions. Yeah.
Yes. So we our gates are open.
Yeah.
Our gates are open. Our doors are open for young people between 18 to 35. And also our doors are open for the kids. For the kids, they must be accompanied by their parents.
Okay.
Yeah, in case we are supporting them. Yes. But again, for the kids, we focus on coding and robotics.
Coding and robotics. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. This has been
we really want to build gurus.
Yeah.
We really want, our dream is to ensure that one day our country will never be the same. We will never have issues of unemployment again because we are building a generation that is already ignited.
Okay.
Yes.
Brilliant. A generation that is already ignited by Pawatech.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. This has been amazing. This has been very insightful. A lot of information that we've gathered today around Pawatech Solutions, about Clifford's journey. And all I can say, Clifford, is that you're doing a great job. This is an amazing job because the future of work is online, it's digital work. And if we have a lot of people that are doing something similar to what you're doing, we solve a lot of problems.
Sure.
We create a lot of employment.
Yeah, great. And another thing maybe I can echo is what we also do at Pawatech. We realize that we are in tech.
Yes.
And most young people require tools to enable them work.
Yeah.
So it was a bit expensive for young people before to even purchase a laptop. It is quite expensive. So we actually came up with partnerships and we started importing laptops for young people. So right now, most of the young people we trained, or any young person who wants to join gig economy and may not have enough money to buy a laptop, can actually seek what we are offering at Pawatech.
Yes.
Because we tool them. We give them a subsidized laptops, a very high specs laptop at a very subsidized price so that they are able to work. Our main aim is not to make profit. Our main aim is to ensure that each and every young person we touch is able to have sustainability. Because if we train you, we mentor you, and you don't have a tool, then that is no work there. We've done nothing. So we ensure that they are tooled so that they're able to work at a subsidized rate. So we also import laptops in bulk. So
these are laptops that you sell to your mentees, but at a subsidized rate.
Yes.
Okay.
And also any Kenyan that wants subsidized laptop can actually reach through us. Yes.
And what are some of the price ranges for this type of access?
Yeah, the price ranges from at least 25,000. There are those that goes to 27, 30, like that. Yes. Okay. But remember, that is an high-spec laptop that if you compare with the price here, it's a bit different because to us, we don't do profits. We don't want to do profits at all.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. That's a lot. That's some really good initiatives to equip the people that you're dealing with to make sure they're able to work online.
Yes.
Amazing. I wish, I had such opportunities when I was starting online.
Yeah.
Because getting devices are a problem. Yeah.
Things were really tough when we started. Yeah.
Wonderful. All right. Thank you so much, Clifford, for coming to our podcast and sharing your story. I believe there's a lot of people that have learned a lot of things from you and a lot of things from Pawatech Solutions.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, thank you guys for having us watching this episode. This JobTech Voices podcast. This has been quite an engaging episode, and we've learned a lot from Clifford, his journey in gig work and online work, all the challenges that he has faced. Lots of money he has made, yeah, and still making after 13 years in online jobs and gig work. And this is to show that yes, it's possible to work online and work for a long time. So thank you so much. Until next time, bye bye.